Hey guys, today I'm working on the 2001 Saturn L200 again. What I'm going to be replacing is the air compressor's high and low pressure lines. What I'm going to be replacing is a part of the high pressure line, but I'm going to show you how to replace the entire assembly, the high and low pressure. Luckily for me, I don't have to do that because only a part of my high pressure line snapped off. So I'll show you what happened, and then I will show you how to uninstall and reinstall a new one. And I'll show you my fix because it's easy for me to do. So let's go. When I bought the vehicle, I only thought there was a couple problems. Just like anybody that purchases a vehicle that they know might have a problem, there's always something else. So when I had the vehicle started, the AC worked just fine. And then one day it just went out and I couldn't figure out why. I noticed that this pipe had snapped off. It's supposed to go right there, and there's a little plug that I showed you a minute ago. That comes and sits directly on top of this, and you can tell it's snapped off. I can't just take that part out and replace it. It's a whole one, it's one piece. So I have to replace the whole aluminum part down below, the whole pipe. So I'm going to show you how to remove the high and low pressure lines. Which you really won't be able to see them. This is one of them. The other one's down below, and it runs straight towards the back. Both of them come out through here. We've got one right here. That's the second one. And they both end up bolting right back there. And that's an 8mm bolt. So you're gonna need an 8mm socket, probably some extensions because it's hard to get past all these lines. There's a plastic clip that holds these pipes in, but mine snapped off, so you probably won't have that problem. Also down below you can see that's a 10mm nut underneath the airbox. If you use the extensions, you'll be able to get to it. You won't need a swivel or anything. 10mm. Also at the front, that is a 10mm nut down there as well, connected to one of the lines. That'll need to come off. That's all it is just clips holding these lines on. If you're having trouble getting the whole thing out, this is another 13mm nut that will separate some of the pieces. And the issue that I had with mine, where it snapped off, all I had to do was unbolt this. This is 10mm. Take the piece out. Now all I have is a loose pipe. But the pipe has a connection to a secondary pipe straight down here. There is I believe it's a 13mm nut. Try and take it out. It's a 13mm nut. that connects to a stud. Now when you go to disconnect the other one, it's right next to it on the air compressor. Same thing, this one is a 10mm bolt head. That just comes out. It'll take some shimmying, but you'll be able to get the pressure lines out, and then you can replace them with new or junkyard pressure lines, whatever. Just make sure that there is no nick in that pressure line when you go to put it in. Otherwise it's not going to hold Freon. Okay, now you can see the difference between these two lines. This is the old one. This is supposed to be attached in here, but it's snapped off. So I had to go to the junkyard rather than spending $60 on a part straight from GM. I went to the junkyard and pulled this myself. It took me 4 minutes to find the car, 4 minutes to pull the part, everything was exactly what I just showed you, and then 4 minutes to walk back, pay my $7, and leave. It's a pretty big discount compared to how much you would pay if you took it to an AC repair shop. So now I'm going to take this part, I'm going to go put it back in the car, fill it up with some Freon, and call it a day, and my AC will be working again. A 13mm nut goes on the stud down below. To get under the car, the stud you're looking for is right there. The one I just put in, you can see my part, the orange part connected to it. Okay, now that that's done, line up your hole, find your bracket on your AC.